And when we look at the programs we have put in place to ensure that we address all the farm inputs so that we increase on production, we have looked at the issues of the fertilizers to ensure that the farmers get the right fertilizers on time at the right cost. Because when you look at the whole ecosystem of agriculture, not only in Kenya, but across the globe, farmers' input are subsidized because they are believed to be the critical component for the economy. And farmers are so key to development of any nation when it comes to food production and food security. So in Kenya, you see in the agenda number 1 under food security is subsidized fertilizers and subsidized farm inputs, because we believe that if we can subsidize the farm input, we'll be able to assist the farmers in production. So how far we have gone on that program is that over the last 2 years, if you check, we have registered all the farmers, close to 6.4 million farmers registered in our system, so that we are able to provide the necessary farm inputs in a subsidized manner. At the same time, we support them across the country, knowing that agriculture is also devolved, because it's a big component of agriculture being done by the county government. So over the last 2 years, we've been able to supply close to 15 million bags of fertilizers to close to 6.4 million farmers, which is our whole ecosystem when it comes to our funding model. We have used close to 25 billion Kenya shilling when it comes to that subsidy component.
To procure and distribute.
And we are looking at engagement of the whole ecosystem. This goes to the agro dealers, it goes to the transporters of these fertilizers, the manufacturers, and all the way to the other value chain, which are really contributing to this particular program. And then coming back from the fertilizers, we have also looked at the seeds, because we have realized that we don't have enough seeds for each value chain. Because in this administration, we have given focus to 6 value chains. We are talking about rice, and then edible oil. We are talking about cotton, which is the textile industry. We are talking about tea as one of the value chain. And then we are talking about leather and meat industry. So all those value chains are under focus in this administration. But of course, there are 14 key value chains out of the 29 which cut across the sector transformation agenda in agriculture. So where we are as we talk now, we are talking about, when you talk about food security on maize alone, because we believe a lot that when maize is a tick, then we are okay. We don't put savrias in our heads. When you see the corn silent, that tells you that all is well, because we have been able to produce from 34 million bags of maize, of 90 kilogram bags. It has moved because of the subsidized fertilizers to 67 million bags. And it talks about how many acreage and all the ecosystem in terms of production.
For which period?
For this year, which has ended. We were able to go up to 67.
For the just concluded financial year.
Yes, 67 million bags. And when you see the consumption per month in Kenya or per year is around 61 million bags, which 44 is for domestic, and then the remaining is for livestock. So we have been able to achieve that. And looking at the program which is in place now, we are going to over 80 million bags in this arrangement now we have in this current year. When you look at it in terms of food in this country, in the shelves, you will discover that the cost of 2 kilograms of maize flour has dropped to almost 100 and 120. When you just go to sugar, because of the same component, it has changed from a kilo of sugar used to be around 260. It has come to around 135, 140 now, just because of that element alone on subsidized fertilizers. The production has been so commendable to an extent that Kenyans, when you see they are silent in food, it means things are working.